Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland BROWNS. Let's get to the news. The Cleveland Browns are once again at a pivotal point in their franchise history, and the spotlight is shining bright on their young quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, Shedeur Sanders. Isn't he just a rookie making his way in the league? Well, yes, but the truth is, his future in the NFL could hinge on the final weeks of this season, and that's a story Browns fans need to pay close attention to. We've had our fair share of quarterbacks over the years, some who came in with high expectations, others who developed slowly. But what Shedeur Sanders is doing right now has the potential to not only shape his career, but also significantly influence where the Browns are headed in the coming seasons. Right now, Cleveland has been giving Sanders some valuable reps. He's already started twice, and his third opportunity is looming against the Tennessee Titans. The Browns coaching staff is clearly testing him, trying to see if he's ready to take the reins and be a consistent presence under center. While he's not yet lighting up the stat sheet, what's encouraging is that he's showing flashes of promise. His arm talent remains undeniable, and he's got that quick release and mobility that NFL teams crave. But of course, being a rookie in the NFL isn't just about flashes. It's about consistency, decision-making, and resilience, especially in a division as tough as the AFC North. Now, the big question for Browns fans is, what happens if Sanders plays well in these final weeks? If he can maintain or even elevate his level of play, he might just solidify his spot as Cleveland's quarterback of the future. But if he struggles, that could mean a very different story. According to ESPN insider Bill Barnwell, the rest of Sanders' season is a massive turning point. Barnwell points out that Sanders' NFL future could be drastically altered based on his performance in these critical weeks. If he impresses, even just a little, the Browns might see enough potential to keep him in the mix, maybe as a starter or at least a reliable backup for years to come. But if he falters, struggles with turnovers, sacks, or decision-making, the Browns might quickly move on, looking elsewhere in the draft or free agency for their franchise quarterback. What makes this situation so intriguing is that Cleveland has actually given Sanders more playing time than most fifth-round rookies typically see. The Browns, known for their patience with young players, are testing Sanders' limits, and that's a good sign, but it also means the stakes are high. Browns fans have seen quarterbacks come and go, some with high hopes that fizzled out, others that turned into stars. Sanders has a lot of raw talent, but translating that into NFL success is another story altogether. And Barnwell is right. If Sanders can cut down on some of those costly sacks and become more precise with his throws, he could easily carve out a decent career as a backup or even as a spot-starting quarterback when needed. But here's the thing. The NFL is unforgiving. Sanders' pre-draft hype was sky-high. Many believed he had all the tools to be a future star. If he finishes the season strong, that hype could turn into a steady career, even if he ends up mostly as a backup. Conversely, a poor finish could see him quickly falling out of the league, especially if the Browns decide to pivot and draft a different signal caller in the next draft. That's why these last 5 weeks are so critical. They're not just about winning games, they're about proving to everyone, including the Browns' front office, that he belongs in this league long-term. The Browns, of course, aren't just looking at Sanders' individual performance. They're also evaluating how he fits into their long-term plans, especially with Deshaun Watson still around and competing for the starting job. The team has been built to contend, and they're clearly trying to develop a stable quarterback situation. If Sanders can show flashes of consistency, resilience, and leadership, he might just earn a longer leash. But if he struggles against tough defenses like the Titans or shows mental lapses, Cleveland might look elsewhere, perhaps even aggressively pursuing a veteran or a higher draft pick. And let's not forget, the AFC North is stacked. The Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers are all competing at a high level, and every game counts. The Browns need a quarterback they can trust to lead them through these battles, especially in the postseason. Sanders' development over these final weeks could determine whether he's the guy to help Cleveland break through or just another name on the roster who couldn't quite get there. What really makes this story compelling is the potential for Sanders to surprise everyone. Despite being a fifth-round pick, He's got the raw talent and the mindset to carve out a meaningful NFL career. It's about consistency, mental toughness, and learning from each game. Browns fans know firsthand how volatile the quarterback position can be. Just look at recent history. So watching Sanders' performance in these last few weeks isn't just about the present, it's about the future of the franchise. This season, Cleveland's offense has been a work in progress. The team has shown flashes of brilliance but also moments of inconsistency. The development of young players like Sanders will be crucial in elevating the offense, especially as they face divisional rivals who are equally hungry for wins. The coaching staff is undoubtedly watching every snap, evaluating whether Sanders can handle the pressure of leading this team in high-stakes moments. If he can, the Browns might have found their quarterback for the long haul. If not, they'll be forced to consider other options, perhaps in the draft or through free agency. Meanwhile, Sanders' journey this season also mirrors the broader narrative of growth and opportunity in the NFL. Every rookie quarterback faces hurdles, and the final weeks often define their careers. You've seen it before: players who struggle early but then find their stride, and others who fade away after a promising start. For Sanders, it's about proving he belongs not just to the Browns but to the entire league. The pressure is mounting and the spotlight is shining brighter than ever. As Browns fans, we've been through a lot. We've seen quarterbacks come and go, some promising, others disappointing. But what makes this situation interesting is that Sanders has the raw tools to be special. It's up to him now to put everything together in these critical weeks. If he does, he could become a key piece of Cleveland's future, possibly even leading us deep into the playoffs. If he doesn't, well, it's back to the drawing board. So as we watch these final games unfold, keep your eyes on Sanders. Pay attention to how he handles the pressure, how he adapts to defenses, and how he responds to adversity. Because this isn't just about one rookie's season, it's about the future of the Browns at the most important position on the field. Whether he becomes a long-term starter or just a backup, these last 5 weeks will tell us everything we need to know about his NFL journey. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on Sanders' performance so far? Do you believe he has what it takes to be the quarterback of our dreams? Or do you think the Browns should be looking elsewhere? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. Let's keep the faith, keep supporting our guys, and keep dreaming about that next Super Bowl run. We're in this together, Browns Nation.